Alright. Welcome in Aether and Iron. Been waiting to play this for a while. There we go. This is a demo sponsored. I appreciate the opportunity. This is a game about a smuggler in the 1930s. There's an anti-gravity fuel that we're dealing with. So we have turn-based combat and some other stuff that looked really interesting. I wanted to play this. Hey, look at the store page. And like they were saying, it's not out yet. 2026, proposed date. Interesting looking graphics and stuff. Play a bonus combat encounter from later in the game. It's interesting. I want to play with keyboard for now, but maybe this is a controller game? I'm not sure. I think based on what I saw, it's not for me. Permit. Okay.
Every man, woman, and child remembers the day that Aether first captured their imagination, that gravity became nothing more than an inconvenience. Prepare yourselves, fair citizens of New York, to feel such wonder again. The Helicline Institute of Aethonics is announcing an early Aether Tech showcase ahead of the 1939 World's Fair. So come one and come all, and be inspired. Gaze upon new skyward frontiers and see that there is no alternative to a future amongst the heavens.
Looks like it's time. There's no thriving in this city, not in the lowers. They call it that for a reason. Drowning in the rain, lost in the shadow of the uppers. But with a job like today's, a girl can hope to finally catch her breath. Just a transport. No guns, no complications, no room for another screw-up. A second chance from a hard case like Mr. Blanc doesn't come around often. I just hope he's not setting me up. But something still isn't cooking right. Mr. Blanc doesn't give second chances to anyone. After that last job went south, he could have tossed me into the well and watched me get torn apart 6 ways to Sunday.
Now leaving the station.
Someday, I can leave the smuggling business behind. I won't have to worry about backroom deals, meddling tyrants, or pulling pennies from the smoke of a gun. Maybe I could even find a place in the uppers to thrive. Too bad I'm only welcome up here on business. For now. Someday, I'll have a whole place to myself up here. Something entirely mine. No thing and nobody holding me down. Just me and the open sky. Finally free. I slip into one of the ritziest hideaways in the uppers, long after the rich and sauced have sauntered off to bed. The glass cage cleans up nice after hours, but no amount of soap will wash away the stink of high-class gin and imported cologne.
All right.
My shoe gives the glass floor a wary tap as I scan the room. I ignore the booze hound glued to the table and turn to the stern-faced bartender. As good a mouthwash as any. Might come in handy later, too.
I would
Currency
take it.
in my line of work is an old... The bartender gives me a look as I grab the long-necked top-shelf swill and take a drink. The regulars flock here to take in the view over a bottle of something expensive and bubbly. The booze hound's a whistling faucet, and his drool-spattered watch is worth more than my whole outfit.
Crew members share group inventory. Crew pockets. Vehicles too. I love 1920s gravity cars.
The bartender's eyes follow my hands, making sure I don't get too familiar with a patron's belongings. I approach the counter. Morgan? I give a curt nod without response. Any other gift of familiarity would be wasted. Wilson out? A deep sullenness passes over the man.
What can I do for you, Miss Randazzo?
Talent checks time. Like a couple of mechanics and environment, honestly, that remind me of Fallout.
Morgan's eyes are gray, his knuckles raw, and the scent of 2-day-old body odor breaks through his strong cologne. Wilson never misses a shift.
Never's a big word, Miss Randazzo, especially in this line of work.
It's been a while. How's business, Morgan?
Business carries on as usual, Miss Randazzo.
Okay.
Mr. Blanc's morning is full, and in the evening, we host Kit Holiday.
I know that name from the radio. Shame I'll have to miss hearing her live. The glass cage might tolerate my presence during after hours, but its patience runs dry whenever respectable clientele's on the floor. I got a meeting with Mr. Blanc. Let him know I'm here.
So soon? I'm surprised. And without your uncle.
His eyes meet mine, challenging me to say anything, to reach for my piece, to balk, maybe even cry. I slowly inhale. It's too early to let some high-nosed stiff get his kicks in. So I smile, I'm missing an Apollo Diamond picture to be here, Morgan. Help a
Cool.
girl out. The bartender frowns while he polishes a small tumbler. He's expecting me. I don't intend to make him wait. Do you? That did the trick. He reaches his hand under the counter, slowly. A part of me waits for a fiery roar of buckshot to tear through the mahogany. Instead, I hear a click and muted bell.
They'll be with you shortly, Miss Randazzo. I assume you can show yourself out afterwards.
A familiar scent fills the air and lazy smoke drifts to the corner of my eye, drawing my attention to a darkened booth. The table's already set. A narrow beam of light splits the booth. On my side, a glass of my favorite whiskey. On the other, an ember held in the hands of a man more shadow than flesh.
Stu was here the whole time?
Excuse me, Mr. Blanc, but I'm here for business, not pleasure. The ember leans closer. I sweat under its pointed gaze.
Very well. A shame, Randazzo.
He stubs out the pleasantries with his dying cigarette. Onto a new smoke.
A young woman from the Heights requests transport to the lowers. Nowhere in particular.
The Heights? What's some girl from upstairs want in the slums?
I don't care. She requested discretion.
She seem like the type to cause trouble? If she's getting into my car, I need to know what to expect.
She is young, naive, harmless. No threat to you.
You're the one
Wonder
who
if you
knows
fail these
things,
rolls if anything
and
happens.
That's all you know?
The girl's hiding. I found her buying passage from an unsavory sort, and I offered her an alternative. She's desperate, and she had money.
That was nothing, but more than I could have hoped from a man who charges a premium on information. Sounds too easy.
For you, Randazzo, too easy is all you get. For now.
And if she brings in heat from the Heights? Where's Wilson? Morgan looks worse for wear out. The yellow flame flashes on caught.
Mr. Wilson is no longer under my...
I wonder how much demo there is in this
Shame.
demo.
He owes me money.
But if they're gonna
Where I
fully
can
voice
find
act this
him,
whole thing,
the
yeah, that's a
booth
lot.
darkens to a silent gloom. Even the embers quiet their dull murmurings as Mr. Blanc leans forward again.
You'd do best to forget Mr. Wilson. Him and those he associated with. Or you too will find yourself out of my employ.
I'd struck a nerve, one that ran deep. Too deep for me to feel comfortable going any further. I'll get it done in a few hours. And maybe next time we talk, the work will require more than my babysitting skills.
Your reputation is mud, Randazzo. This is charity. Do the job. You'll be paid half your usual.
Wait a second. What are my traits? We will be smart, dexterous, or strong. It basically is what I'm seeing here. And I saw Smooth Talker and Daredevil in there. I think I'll take that. Oh wait, what's this? That's purely when that skill shows up, we get to do that. I'm doing it. -3 AP to targets. Nice.
Half my usual? You called me up here to insult me?
You are not the same smuggler you were a year ago. I pay for who you are now.
It's a conversation I'd had several times already with too many clients. Conversations I'd lost. Turns out one bad day wipes out a lifetime of reliability. I had to try again. I'm every bit the same person I was. That's why you want me on this job. Why you need me. You can't risk your little Heights socialite giving you a bad name with the fat cats upstairs.
If she held any influence, she wouldn't be running away.
So she's running away, and he didn't dispute the first part. You could have called anyone, but you called me because I am the same person. No one else will protect her like I will. That, you know. And that's worth a little respect. His cigarette extinguishes itself, obscuring what little of his face I could see in pure black. He did need this girl protected. Question was, from whom?
Your usual, then. And Randazzo, I expect your usual? You'll find her outside, being obvious. Good luck, Randazzo.
Okay. The voice acting's pretty good. I hate to interrupt any of it. But it's finally time for our missions.
A string of yellow cabs idle at the curb, their vultures squawking at a young woman standing on the sidewalk, barely 20. She's a bird of paradise, too colorful for the drab concrete jungle around her. Obvious was right. That's the one. One of the buzzards has her cornered. The girl
Look at this
smiles
guy.
a mask. She's being polite, but she doesn't realize how ugly this could get. Excuse me, pal. This one isn't worth your time.
Oh, yeah? How was that?
I just passed 5th. Looked to me like last night's crowd at the Cockatoo are finally coming up for air. You know the place?
Sure. I know it.
I'd hustle if I were you. There's fares to spare, and I'd wager they're in a tipping mood.
Yeah? I might just do that. Thanks, girlie.
The cabbie drives off, and the girl shuffles over to me.
Thank you.
You can thank me when we get where we're going.
So, you're my driver. I'm Nellie. Well, Dr. Eleanor Reinhardt, technically, but please, Nellie's fine.
Name's Gia. So, doctor, huh?
That's right. My degree's in theoretical aethonics. I did my dissertation on Cherenkov radiation's impact on Aether particulate flux.
Oh yeah?
Columbia, then NYU for postgrad. Such a gorgeous campus. Have you been?
Can't say I have.
It's pretty close to the Helicline Institute of Aethonics. Olympus Park is what most people call it. Where I work. Or worked, anyway.
She fidgets with her big, overstuffed briefcase. Something about it bothers me. This isn't your average rich socialite clutching her purse in a rough part of town. She's clinging to it like a life raft.
I hope you don't mind me saying so, but you make quite a striking impression.
The girl's eyes sparkle with curiosity. She's a bright little thing. Smart, switched on. And she's doing an admirable job of hiding how scared she really is. Her voice drops to a conspiratorial whisper.
Are you really a smuggler?
Jeez. The big fail. Like, I'm not sure what happens if you fail these, so let's find out.
No, I'm a chauffeur. The girl's grin is like a sunrise. She claps her hands together excitedly.
Right! A chauffeur. I didn't know we'd be using a cover story. Ooh, how thrilling. What should I be? Maybe the heiress to a vast fortune? Textiles, perhaps? Or steel? Or maybe rubber. Can I be called Lady Vanderhooten? Or...
Look, we'll discuss this later.
Oh, yes, of course.
My car's this way. Come on. I get an itchy feeling, like we're being watched. This whole thing has me off kilter, like walking into a room without turning on the lights.
Alright.
Zio always liked cabbies, said they were useful. This is where he and I disagreed. Bet these platforms don't see many folks from the lowers. It's really something. Someday, I'll wake up to this every morning.
There's a big floating pizza up there.
We step into my ride. I twist the ignition, and we set off. I catch the girl scanning the interior, her eyes taking everything in. So, where am I dropping you off? The lowers is pretty big.
Oh, anywhere, really? I'm sure I'll find my way where I need to.
There's only sincerity in that voice. Mr. Blanc wasn't kidding. This really is a babysitting job.
Ooh, what's that button do?
Yeah, don't press that.
Ah, so it must be some type of modification. I bet it's a supercharger. They always have those in the comics. Oh, I know. It's an ejector seat. Wait, it's not for the passenger side, is it?
She's not even really talking to me. Her motor mouth is just spinning out of control. I've gotta learn what the hell's going on with this easy transport.
What is these options? A lot of dice rolls in this. The social skills are going to be important.
The faint smell of ash fills the car. A spent handkerchief hides in her palm. Small aether burns scar her fingertips. Not an ounce of luggage other than the case. Doc has something to hide. So where are you going, kid? Family? Friends?
Oh, no. I'm here all by myself.
Anywhere you planning on visiting? I'm not much of a tour guide.
That's my own business. Thank you.
You're running from someone. By the looks of it, you barely got away. So, what's some pampered lab rat doing on the run? You steal something in that case of yours? The girl's shocked silent. Lies and half-truths run across her eyes, but none of them make the cut. I had her dead to rights. Don't worry, kid. You're not the first with a story like that.
That's not my story. Well, not all of it. I didn't steal anything, I swear.
She looks out the window, quiet and still. Last thing I need is some heights drama following me down here and ruining an easy payday. While we're talking, my eyes keep getting pulled to the rear view like it's a magnet. I can't shake the feeling we're not alone. I juke down a couple service paths and hop across an access junction. Sure enough, when we pop back onto street level, the same dark shape is lurking behind us. Hang on to something, kid. This might get bumpy. I pop open the hidden compartment under the dash and point to it. The girl catches on almost instantly, and there's only a moment of hesitation before she shoves her briefcase inside.
Nice. Okay. Okay, I think we're gonna run into some combat when we travel. It's my expectation.
I catch a glimpse of the man tailing us. He's got the easy posture and the liquid metal smile of a seasoned killer. In the rear view, his eyes burn like ice above a jagged scar.
No! How did he find me?
Who?
Time you came home, darling.
Nellie? Who is that?
Got no quarrel with you, smuggler.
Pull over.
How do they know
You
I'm
can
a
drive
smuggler?
away clean.
We can't, Gia. Please, we can't.
Don't worry, kid. Just keep your head down. This will be over soon.
Alright, here's what I saw. Oh man, it looked really interesting. Each weapon can be used once a turn. Moving forward costs more than moving backwards. Some abilities can be combined with movement. Ew. Okay. Stuff on the road. Okay, what do we got here? 6 damage, 4 AP. I wonder what the AP problem is here.
Insurance don't cover this kind of monkey business.
And then we blew him up into the other guy. The heat. I wonder if I can escape from him.
Another notch on the dash.
Gotta watch out for whatever this is. But it's not currently a problem.
We did it, Gia. He's gone.
That was too easy. We need to get off this island. Now.
This will get interesting when I have a squad.
I got my papers. Verified this morning. Look.
Oh no, we're
maybe
getting
there
papers,
is
please.
Some other arrangement we can reach. I flash a clip of greenbacks underneath my outstretched expired permit. The guard looks unimpressed. Damn upper snobs, too good for money. He waves me on, and I drive towards an open. People mill about, laughing in the sun, but something's off. The world feels grainy and sluggish, like I'm wading through sand. I need to keep the girl close. We're killing time in a sea of hard limbs, well-used pocket.
I bet a lot of the development's gonna be voice acting.
Waiting for a permit. Bureaucracy moves slow in the uppers without the right type of love to grease the wheels.
Gia? Are you sure we can't take my briefcase? It's very important.
Better off out of sight than getting swiped in a pickpocket's hunting ground. See that? I nod and put a spotlight on an act I've played myself. A gal trips into a gentleman. The gentleman goes to help her. And the bag he's briefly forgotten about glides away in the hands of her partner.
Cheapers! Oh, that poor man.
We should do nothing. Right now, we keep our heads down and avoid bringing attention to ourselves.
Oh.
Look, no one's prying my stash open, and I've got an eye on the car. Besides, we'll be back in the Chimera in no time.
Right. What's the phrase? Staying low. I'm just worried because... Oh, Gia, look! Cotton clouds! Oh, I haven't had uppers candy in years.
The girl runs off.
Well, I feel like we're being chased still.
Don't wander off. She stops, but only long enough to shoot me a grin and a wave. An innocent invitation to come along. The girl seems determined to stay obvious. We've still got time before the ferry leaves, but I growl as I give up my spot in line and beat feet after her. The girl's busy drilling the vendor about sugar to syrup ratios. A stick of cotton later, I heard her back in line.
Hey, I made some of that for Christmas
Unfortunately,
with my little
it hasn't
machine.
moved. I let her get
Takes
in
a while.
few sweet bites before I feed her something bitter. What did that scarred-up black hat want with you? Her face falls mid-bite. The pink cloud sags like a lead balloon.
I've thought of at least 5 different ways to explain it, but it's complicated. Usually I'd ask someone for advice, but...
Just out here rolling an 11 instead of a 6.
You knew who that was. You'd seen him before.
I don't...
That wasn't your average tracker. He was big time. Someone you hire when there's no room for error. Someone with deep pockets is after you. And that black hat's not going to give up till he's finished the job. The girl's whole body gives up with a single deep breath. She seems almost relieved to spill the beans.
He's the reason I ran. I saw him at Olympus Park. I saw what he did.
And I'm guessing he didn't want any witnesses.
Gia, I don't know what he's going to do.
Nothing is what. Not while you're with me. She perks up at the small glint of hope, and I give her a half-hearted smile. It's one thing to deal with a tracker, but if this guy is a hired killer too, I need to be more careful. Look, kid, I got shot at for you. I was told to expect a simple transport, and now I'm stuck looking over my shoulder. You owe me a whole lot more than it's complicated. What's in the case?
I'm sorry. You're right. And I'm sorry you got shot at. It's my research. It's very important, but I don't know why anyone else would want it.
I give her a side eye. I need the whole picture, but all I'm getting is an unfinished canvas.
Gravity science.
The well.
What about it? So a bodega sign falls off and disappears every now and then.
It's expanding. Getting bigger. Stronger. It's going to
Is
get
there a black
bad,
hole?
Gia. Really bad.
You're pulling my leg.
No, I swear, Gia, the car!
Minutes. I'd only taken my eyes off the car for a few damn minutes. Time stops long enough for me to catch the tail end. The glare of green lights, the lift of red-white metal,
Oh
and
man.
the blur of a black hat. They took my car.
Gia, my research was in the car. What are we going to do?
We're going, now. Ferry's here. I know a place we can hide on board, but we gotta move.
But...
No buts, kid. Move. If they've got the car, we've got to assume they're on our tail. We stick to the plan. Get to the lowers and hole up somewhere safe. After that, we're gonna figure out how you're getting my car back. The hole is a barrenless refuge, rotting and hidden in a forgotten corner of the city. It offers sanctuary to every soul who finds freedom at the end of a gun or the bottom of a bottle. It is the safety of the shadows.
Oh, is this your hideout, Gia? It's like a pirate's cove or a raider's den.
More like a sinkhole. Watch your step, kid. You'll sooner run into a back alley mugger than a swashbuckler out here.
So, what's next? We need to formulate a strategy.
My place. I need a drink. And you need to finish explaining what the hell got my car stolen.
Hell yeah. Let's get drunk and look for our car.
Finally, the first drop of real sunshine.
More inventory. I was wondering if my car is damaged or if it's just automatically fixed. I think it is just fixed. At least outside of a mission. Maybe there's like an endurance thing where it's not. We don't even have my car to look at the moment though, so couldn't tell you. Shotgun. I can't carry any inventory on them right now.
The way she holds herself is too bright for my apartment, too colorful. Everything feels smaller. The space between the shrinking walls taken up by her testimony.
I've been tracking growth patterns around gravitational anomalies. The well's always been an unusual case. It goes through the occasional spike and ebb, but it's always stabilized, eventually. My colleagues and I were supposed to meet and discuss what to do about the well, but I was late. I would have been inside already if it hadn't been for Professor Gardner. He discovered something was wrong first. He tried to get me away, and because of me,
She trembles, leaving the unspoken sound of a falling body to echo off the walls.
There was an explosion. Everything burned so fast. I wanted to help, but Professor Gardner wasn't moving. That's when I saw him. The black hat. And then he saw me. I ran as fast as I could. Didn't have time to take anything else but the notes I had on me.
That's a hell of a story. So a professional killer snuck into the Heights and blew up a building just to get his mitts on you and your research. And you
That's
have
half of it.
no idea why.
I truly don't. Please, you have to believe me.
Your kind have been coming down here for years. They do some tests, make a big spectacle of themselves.
That's the thing. It should be nothing more than a cloud or a storm. For crying out loud, it's not Jupiter's red spot.
It was just a pause. A moment where I hold back a lifetime of cynicism and disappointment. But she hears it like I'm filling the room with air raid sirens.
You live in a flying city, Gia. A city kept alive with technology so foreign 80 years ago that we'd be like gods to our grandparents. It's solvable.
Your colleagues.
They were brilliant scientists, Gia. All of them. And bright and hopeful. Together, we were going to discover a better world. And they were kind. Alistair, Professor Gardner, especially. He always looked out for me.
You're in the lowers, as requested and paid for. What were you planning once you got here?
First, I thought I'd have to find a place to live, of course.
The girl goes paler than the moon in a crystal bath. A moment of clarity, and a possible lifetime of hopelessness.
It was in my case. All of it. I have nothing.
She looks up.
We should have held on to that.
Eyes
We put it
suddenly
in the
welling into
trunk
baby
ourselves.
blue pools that flood the dwindling room.
I don't have anyone I can ask for a loan. Everyone's... They're dead. All of them. He killed them. And now he's followed me here. He won't stop, will he? He's going to find me again. And I won't be able to fix the well, and...
Hey, kid. Look at me. You're smart. You'll figure something out. I'll talk to someone who could help, but I need you to focus. Those goons stole my car and your briefcase. And right now, you might be the only real lead I have.
What can I do? I told you everything I know.
Not everything.
These are all reasonable questions.
Something doesn't add up. Most of us will never see the heights, let alone Olympus Park.
I don't know. Must have broken in. Or stolen access?
So he's found you twice. Once in the heights, and then again after hiding with Mr. Blanc.
You think?
She starts to retreat back into her shell. Damn it. I was just getting somewhere. Hey, look at me. This chump isn't getting away with this. I'm going to take care
I
of
want
him.
my car back.
Really?
It's
a cool
matter
car,
of
shotguns
personal
on
and
it.
Professional pride. I don't like when people mess with what's mine. Just stay here and don't touch anything.
Wait! I'm going with you.
And why should I do that? You're a doe in headlights most of the time.
Well, for a lot of reasons, actually. I'm also smart and amazing at aethonics. I'm sure that could really come in handy out there. But I need you to find that man. He has my briefcase. You need your car back, and you can do that by finding him. If he's following me, then that's good news. The best way for you to find him is for him to find me.
Foolhardy or brave, like going all in before the flop in a high-stakes hold'em round. I'll give the kid this much. She's earnest to a fault. Okay, but first I need to see a gal about a car. Cress is already gonna be in a bad enough mood when she hears about the car. She doesn't need me ambushing her with this bundle of trouble too. Cress Carter is the only person in the hole who could sell me something with 4 repulsors and a steering wheel. Only one issue. I'm broke. Fortunately, I have something more valuable to her than a wad of cash. If there's anything
Happy
that
New
can
Year,
soften
everybody.
bad news and a steep
Did not
ask
finish the
from
shuffler
Cress,
before it was over.
it's fresh vinyl with a smooth baritone. I second guess leaving the girl idle in my room. She's the curious kind
From close.
that could find trouble with her eyes closed and feet tied. I don't live like royalty. I second guess leaving the girl idle in my room. On second glance, her sudden burst of courage seems to have fizzled out. The hole doesn't ask
I saw this
much of
person
its
in the
residents.
tutorial menus.
Stay quiet, don't draw attention, find comfort in the dark. Despite growing up in Aether in the Undercity, Cress Carter refused to abide. From behind a junker made more of rust than
Junker.
steel, 2 faintly glowing points rise. Cress appears, pale, milky eyes already wary and fixed to joust.
Where's my baby, 8-Shot?
The low, angry rumble of the island's Aether generators shake the floor in protest of their nature-defying feat. I hope it stifles the sound of my pulse. This is news I don't want to break.
I have a heat bonus for all the violence I did earlier.
Yeah, about that. Is that a combustion engine you're working on? It's practically an antique.
Mr. Thompson's been holding on to this thing since he first moved here. Left her to me when he passed. She's not much now, but a few more tons of elbow grease, and she'll sing.
She stretches her prosthetic arm and tilts her head, analyzing the jagged edges of this car-shaped hunk of rust like puzzle pieces she can rearrange and solve. She's distracted, mind somewhere free and happy, when I bring her back down. Cress, I got some bad news. The car's gone. I let my guard down.
You lost it? You here then to beg for your life?
I need help getting it back. An iceberg lugged 3,000 miles from the North Pole and thrown in the corner wouldn't have made this room any colder. Cress, Look, I don't come empty-handed. Here, found this on one of my jobs.
Is this something I have? Wait. I don't remember picking that up.
You think you can bribe me with a Coleman Hawkins? Damn. Okay, I'm listening.
She's still out there. My guess is White Street. The thief was after something in a hidden compartment, and they won't get it open without help. White Street will take apart anything if they get to keep the parts.
I'm listening for an apology, Gia. That wasn't just your car. It was hours, days of my blood, sweat, and tears to make it work.
You think I don't feel bad enough as is? I'm sorry, Cress. It's this job I'm on. This client, some hotshot's after her. Same punk who took the car.
Apology accepted. If you get our baby back. Now, this job. I thought you were taking things easy still. Honestly, surprised you found work at all.
It's this client.
Off? How?
Can't place it yet. Too many questions.
Well, there's your problem. Anyone who lives that high up has a screw loose. Not enough oxygen.
I might have to if I want to get my car back.
Be careful out there, Gia.
Not right now, Cress. I just want to stay focused, find my car. I bet by now she's in the hands of some White Street chop shop. I need your help, Cress.
2 favors then. A car, and I assume a lead in White Street.
Her eyes go distant. She never told me who she lost when White Street's Baron executed his last purge, but she disappeared for a week afterwards. When she finally returned, someone else walked around in Cress's leather shoes. She pulls out a pencil, scribbling a symbol on an old stale coffee filter plucked from the ground.
North White Street Harbor, Pier 9. Say I sent you. As for the car, got a lemon out back. Not much, but it's a start.
Why
Bring
do
you
they
around,
call it a
and
lemon?
maybe I can get it working. Take these repair kits too, in case you get in a scrap.
Yeah, so we do have durability, maybe, or at least maybe in combat. I'm not sure.
Thanks, Cress.
Yeah. Also, Gia, don't be an ass. I'll hear about it.
That'll be trouble. Okay, this is where this is like our base. Yo, paint? Paint? Oh, man. Nice. Is that free? I think it's free. We can get more colors too. Cool. Alright, there's a lot of stuff in here. This seems important. These are way less damage than my other car was. Okay, that gives me RAM and those give me pistols. Back to the hole.
I'd left the kid to get some rest. I returned to find her stainless shoes performing a precarious balancing act on my chair while her hands twirl the wall crank. What the hell are you doing?
Oh, Gia! I'm not used to having time on my hands, and I couldn't help but notice your plant wasn't getting enough light. I adjusted the height, and it should get up to 10% more exposure. I hope that was all right.
Next time, ask. Anyway, got transport and a lead. Let's head out.
Already?
We need to move fast if we even want a chance of finding my car and your briefcase in one piece.
Hi there.
One piece.
Is it a smuggler thing?
It's a hunch. White Street's whole business is sanitation and recycling. You need something disposed of on the down low? That's where you go.
I got 2 talent points, and there's some kind of respec ability that I don't currently have. Should I be going down the smooth talker tree? What are these other ones here? Once per combat, deal damage half of your missing AP. You just blast somebody with it. Let's get this one. Nice and smooth.
I don't believe in vengeful spirits. If they existed, White Street would have been torn from the sky in retribution for its decades of war. Instead, it stays floating to spite the dead.
Why? Is something wrong?
Where would I find the time, kid? Not yet.
And look at this place.
Halt! The roads are closed until the demonstration is over. Exit your vehicle and line up for the parade.
Oh, Gia! A parade! Let's go.
If you do not comply, you will be arrested.
Fine. I needed to stretch my legs anyhow. Like a dove on an updraft, the girl flutters off as soon as her heels hit the street, following the music and fanfare to the nearby parade. Hey! I said stay close!
She disappeared again.
Wowzers. I haven't been to one of these since I was young. Father took me to several, but those weren't as, serious. Where are the floats? The clowns? They're just soldiers. Are all parades in the lowers like this?
Just like this? No. Each Baron has their own flavor of showboating to distract from how bleak life is down here. White Street's just eager to march and flash their guns around.
Something big must be going on. Do you know what's happening?
I'm not sure what this is. White Street has been bleeding territory, money, and men for over a decade in its wars with the surrounding barons. This should be a funeral march, not a celebration.
Let's go. We can't lose. We can't miss.
Through a hail of ticker tape, I swerve past a waving arm to get a better look at the line of soldiers. Spotless uniforms, polished guns, a show of strength that White Street hasn't been able to afford in years. Hey, pal, what's the occasion?
The General's unveiling his new machine. Soldiers say it's going to save the lowers.
Save the lowers? Going to take more than some new weapon to do that.
Shh! You want to get us thrown in the tomb? Smile and wave.
He applies more plaster to his smile. I glance around. He's not the only face in the crowd straining to keep the corners of their mouth upright. The cries of support echo emptily. The banners flow without enthusiasm. Like stone pushed through a sieve, the crowd forces out cheers for a devil clad in white.
Is that the Baron of White Street? He must be really popular.
That's Eli Tillinghast. Calls himself the General. They cheer because if they don't...
Burn the tyrants!
Is that good? Oh man. I'm glad he didn't lose his nerve.
One hot blast of light was all it took to disappear a crowd, stunning onlookers like a twisted magic trick. Instead of applause, cries of panic and a stampede of feet clap the pavement, while a putrid smell fills the air. A few onlookers run from the scene. My feet are 2 steps after them before my senses yank me by the shoulders. Eli Tillinghast doesn't tolerate desertion from anyone. The crowd seconds from dissolving into a frenzied swarm. If I don't grab the kid and move, we're going to get trampled flat.
Hold!
The Baron of White Street stands, gloved hand extended. Despite fear and panic, the crowd obeys, frozen in place by a gentle, assuring gesture.
Let the procession continue.
The music starts back up, and the world moves on Eli's command. Coerced cheers rush to fill terrified silence, while marching boots blot out the scorched earth.
The days where White Street bled tirelessly to save a debaucherous world have come to an end. We will bleed no longer. Our enemies will tremble for a weapon they cannot resist, a weapon they cannot overcome. We will demand our rightful place in the sun and rid the shadow of chaos from the lowers. We are just. We are strong. We are unsullied.
He pumps his fist and the crowd answers with a deafening cheer. With all eyes back on the General and his grisly procession, I look for Nellie.
Okay.
It's only a second, but I spot a glint of metal and the curve of a black brim that resembles a scarred-up bastard. I go for my gun, but he disappears like campfire smoke in the night. I decide not to mention it to the kid.
You got blasted.
Aether wasn't to ever... Oh, gee, those people...
You recognize it?
It was never supposed to get out. Never.
She buries herself in her hands, breathing hard, wishing with every strain
Made a nice
muscle that this
plasma rifle,
nightmare
did you?
would end. A part of me wants to join her.
I can't stay here, Chia.
We can't. Not without attracting serious attention. You saw what happened.
Chia, please.
The kid's bloodless face moves me to glance down the procession line.
Oh shit.
The tail end's in sight, but the miserable sound from the girl has me second-guessing how long her nerves will hold.
I need a 10 and I have a -2.
Nellie, look at me. Talk.
That weapon used red
Hitting the
Aether,
bricks is
Gia.
ill-advised.
A highly volatile, highly experimental version of Aether. It's very powerful, but red Aether wasn't supposed to.
Let me look at this. Just curious about the hole. And the well, which sounded like a black hole of some kind. Oh, good.
We have to wait the parade out.
I understand.
The sound of lockstep boots thumping asphalt finally fades into the corpse-stained wind. And the crowd, released from their mandated joy, finally begins to disperse. Silence finds its way back into the world. All at once, the poor kid's nerves crumble like a paper cup, spilling her insides all over the now vacant street. Take it easy, kid. Slow breaths, all right?
Let's get out of here. Now, please.
Yeah, we're done. Enough distance passes that ash and screams and a bright hot light start fading into a bad memory.
Is White Street always this awful?
Often enough. White Street's never shied away from putting down opposition with violence. Never heard of them using a weapon like that, though.
But those were their people. He's supposed to be the Baron. Isn't he supposed to listen to their concerns? What about due process?
Look, kid. It might work that way upstairs, but not here. The only word that matters down here is the Barons, and in White Street, the chain of command's everything.
Come on, Shinra, this
Eli
isn't
says we're
fair.
going to war. You either fall in line, or you're an enemy.
One might have been bad, but the others were simply calling for peace.
White Street tried the whole peace thing a few years ago. Someone blew them to bits during peace talks.
Humming engine time.
It's around here somewhere, hidden. What was that symbol?
Are we really going into the Undercity? Will the Aether Rats let us, or are the stories true? You don't think they'll throw us off the island, do you?
Look, you can't rely on the stories you read in the papers. You want to avoid getting grounded? Don't call them Aether Rats. They're Aetheniers, and they're good people. I'm guessing you've never met one?
No. There were rules. We weren't really supposed to interact with them.
They don't want to be seen down here either. Too many people can't stand the idea that an island floats or sinks on the whim of an Aethenier.
They've done it before, haven't they?
And blow themselves up out of spite? No island falls without a baron behind it and a list of dead Aetheniers trying to stop it. The world down here isn't one you'll find in your books. Now, where's that door? Careful strokes of paint form an innocuous symbol of a rat matching the sketch Cress gave me. This is the right place.
Shopping for trouble? We're just sightseeing real close.
Jeepers! Gia?
A pauper. One of the murderous specters slithering freely through every pipe, waiting to brutalize passers-by. If you listen to the stories. Scary as he is, he's more sentinel than specter. Looking for you, actually. We're friends of Cress Carter. She sent us to ask about a missing car.
Cress? Cress Carter?
Strange. Cress's name should mean something. Either he's greener than he looks or he doesn't trust my word. I might need something to loosen his tongue.
Grease the wheels. Let's do this. Oh man.
If he knows more about Cress than what he's saying, there's gotta be a crack in his mask. I reach back for anything to respond with. Something that Cress may have said about a relationship with White Street's Aethaniers. I come up with nothing but blind guesses. Think she mentioned you. You the one who owes her money? Or...
Stop wasting my time with things you know nothing about.
I'm looking for a car. 35 Chimera.
Pretty fancy. Now what would a car like that be doing in a place like this?
Some goon in a black hat stole it. Figured he'd try to dump it once he got what he wanted.
Pity.
We're not looking for trouble. Like I said, just need info.
Could be a couple of terriers and maybe some topsiders looking for some fun.
Just look at her. And if either of us were terriers, you and I both know this conversation would have gone very differently.
You're right, she doesn't. Too shiny. Looking to see how the other half live, eh, sweetheart?
I beg your pardon. I'm not a terrier, whatever those are, and I am not some tourist.
A terrier, sweetheart. Are the ugly bastards who keep us Aethaniers in line. That's how I got these. Every slip-up and slowdown adds to the contract, and I mark each one so they don't get from me
Oh
a
shit!
second
I just realized what that
So
picture is.
many.
I'll be paying
It's got all
my
these marks
time
for
till the day
kills.
I die, and hopefully not a moment longer.
Name's Gia Randazzo. Who are you if you don't know Cress Carter?
Maybe I know her. Don't know you. Neither of you.
Well, if what you need is an introduction, my name is Dr. Eleanor Reinhardt. Pleased to meet you.
Don't shake hands with strangers, let alone topsiders.
He threatens to disappear back into the shadows and leave us without a way in. But then he pauses.
Doctor? What type of doctor?
Oh, theoretical aethonics. Now, I don't have the experience one of you Aethaniers have with the practical side, but I do know my way around an Aether core. I was actually hoping I could find out a little more about maintenance techniques down here.
You know anything about hydraulic engineering?
No, but I'm a quick study.
Tell me about hydraulic
Having a
engineering.
problem with your water supply?
War's changed priorities for the Undercity. Water's being rerouted, and there's not enough of the good stuff to go.
Is it a filtration issue? Something pressure related?
Don't know. Sounds like you might know a thing or two, though.
The pauper sinks deep into thought.
Friends with Cress Carter, huh?
The armed shadow stares blankly towards us, his pale blue glass eyes casting unknown intent at me and the kid before pounding the space behind him.
And watch yourself.
He melts back into the industrial decay behind him, never once taking his eyes off us, his disembodied voice echoing out one last time.
Or you'll see us again real soon.
Every darkened cranny becomes a potential peephole while we stand there. Like walking to confession blindfolded in a packed cathedral. I can feel hundreds of unseen eyes watching, waiting for a single misstep.
He gave me the heebie-jeebies. Do you think he...
She's interrupted by a gush of stale air riding the echoes of countless thumping Aether machines.
Topsiders, why are you here? Hurry, out with it.
Lexi, shh.
Harold's been wrong before.
Hello, I'm Maria. This is my husband, Alexander.
Hello! Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Nellie. This is Gia. We're not here to bother you while you work on. Is that part of an Aether substructure power converter? I've always wondered about the older infrastructure.
Nellie, that's not why we're...
Right. Gia's friend, Cress, she's an Aethenier also. She sent us here because we need your help to find this car of ours that has some important stuff hidden away inside.
Too desperate, too vulnerable. I lob a cough
Just giving all the
towards
data.
Nellie, hoping she'd quit her rambling so I could get a word in.
Cress sent you? That girl. Fine, let's hear it.
A 35 Chimera, dumped recently. Alexander breaks his scowl with an impish eye and a cracked smile. He knows exactly what we want, and he is going to wring us dry for it.
Maybe. We'll need something in return, though. Harold says you know hydraulic engineering. Is this true?
With the right equipment and a blueprint, maybe?
Maybes are not enough. Eli's new war means that all non-essential requisitions are delayed. That includes water filtration equipment for the Undercity. Now, our water is becoming Aether-tainted.
We can't afford any more of us getting sick.
That's terrible. Of course we'll help. We'll get you everything you need. How do we...
Hang on a sec. Before we agree to anything, I need to know what we're getting into.
Water filtration parts, new ones. 1 or 2 crates should do the trick. The more the better.
How'd any part of White Street lose out on clean water?
Our water is kept separate from the rest of the Baron's supply. That way, terriers can reward us with clean water if we run low.
How
With
nice.
our own supply of fresh water becoming smaller, we have to use water tainted by Aether use. Or find ways to make the terriers give us extra.
Why would Eli risk the lives of his Aetheniers? You keep his islands afloat. If you all start falling sick, his islands are going to start dropping too.
We've asked his terriers the same question. All we get back is, get back to work.
Aetheniers should have priority.
Should be, but the Baron's quartermaster says the war means less for us and more for the army.
He's a good man at heart.
Oh, Luigi's
You hate
dead.
him more than the other officers, but
Natsuko's a soldier, not a man. He's choked us from the supplies we need for years. Now, with the war, he has every excuse to squeeze tighter.
You'll have those
Take the
parts,
job.
but I'll want to know where my car is as soon as we're back.
you have a deal. Thank you.
Don't trust the quartermaster. And watch yourself around the scrapyard.
I need to figure out how the heat works exactly. I caused some of it with my
Everything you need. I promise.
poor action
Poor
choices
kid.
last time.
She has no idea.
Oh wow, I didn't make it. Oof. Off to the scrap heap.
Who are they? Oh boy.
All right, move along.
This guy looks legit, eh?
Whew. I hope that won't be a problem on the way back.
If the lifeblood of White Street is industrial refuse, then the scrapyard is its beating heart. From his steel parapet overlooking the yard, the quartermaster governs this realm of rubble with determination. The quartermaster would have a friendly, likable face if it wasn't lined with the stress and fatigue of a lifetime of devotion to Eli. It's clear as we approach he's neglecting 7 other things by talking to us. Sergeant Major Lutzko? I'm Gia Rendazzo.
Pleasure, girls. Sorry about the state of things around here.
It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
Just a few minutes of your time, then we'll get out of your hair. Sir, How do you get along with the Aethoniers in White Street?
They keep to their own mostly. That's fine by me. Why?
Well, they're not getting the supplies they need to survive, you see.
And you're what? Their lawyers or something?
His eyelid twitches. He's getting impatient already.
This gives me a boost for being a strong jerk and penalty for dodging. And it sounds like we'll get into more battles too.
You deal with a lot of lawyer types?
There are Aethonier lawyers? Do they go to law school?
The sneaky kind, sweetheart. Yes, the rats have pet snakes, and thankfully, no, we don't get a lot of them up here. They're nothing but trouble.
Oh.
Burrowed into their libraries of theirs, poring over contracts, looking for loopholes, taking advantage of the system, making a lot of red tape and wasted time for people like me.
He scowls. I decide it's best we ease off. Well, that's just what we want to avoid. Forget I said anything.
Let's do the charm because it's more likely to succeed. Actually, it's not because of the bonus penalty.
Look, you white caps are all about honor, right?
Oh,
You
sweet.
understand what
Where you two been hiding, huh? White Street could use a couple more women like you. Hell. Look, I'm really busy. I'm gonna be in my office, stuck staring at paperwork. I assume you can show yourselves out? You follow?
It isn't permission. The old bastard would kill me if we ever ended up on opposite sides of a fight. But it's a chance. Yes, we do. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time, sir.
Yeah. Thanks for dropping by, ladies.
With a forced smile, he picks up a clipboard and walks off, shouting orders down at machine operators, and leaving us to look out over the yard alone. The gangway behind us squeals under a heavy step.
Yeah, this game needs more exposure.
And I turn to see a black-clad stiff trying to pass us a counterfeit smile. He puts down a half-drunk carton of milk and goose steps into our path.
It looked neat. That's one of the
ever
reasons
so
I picked it up
politely
for this.
blocking our exit.
Good afternoon, Intelligence Officer Randall Pitt. And you are?
His feet are welded to the iron below, and the pins on his jacket identify him as one of the highest-ranking hogs in the White Street pen. There's no moving this one unless he wants to move. Gia Randazzo, and this is my sister, Nell.
A pleasure, madams.
Hey,
And what,
Pitt.
may I ask, is the purpose of your meeting with Quartermaster Lutzko today?
What's it to you, Mac? The officer's eyes flick upward, scanning my face with the practiced arrogance of a bully who's never had to throw a single punch. I return his gaze with a frosted steel stare of my own.
Good.
Miss
Good fighting.
That's all, was it? Just a few questions and you can be on your way. No need for you to escalate this.
His reptilian eyes flick from me to Nellie, greedily drinking in her details. This one's the type to seek out power and authority purely as an excuse to start fires wherever he wants. And he's oily enough to be a hazard around any open flame. We were just hoping Lutzko could help us find something.
And what is it you're hoping to find?
Excuse me, but don't you think that's a bit personal?
Run-of-the-mill scrap. Spare parts. I got this lemon, see, and she needs a lot of love.
I see. And what is it you do for a living, exactly?
Huh.
This and that. Plenty of odd jobs
I love
around
to be
for a
cagey.
working gal.
How very specific.
He's inching closer, and my hackles raise. This snake doesn't need an excuse to sink his fangs into me. I better not give him one.
Were you present at General Eli's recent parade?
Yeah, we were. It was a fine time. Until it wasn't.
Yes, indeed. Very regrettable. The anarchists. But a lovely event overall, I thought. Anyway, listen to me prattle on. I get flustered when faced with such ravishing beauty, you see. For sisters, you don't look that much alike. Do people tell you that often?
Oh, he's loving this. Savoring every second like we're a pair of potato knish, fresh out of the oven. which means, of course, he's about to bite.
I trust a pair of such good little New York girls would promptly report it if they were made aware of any illicit activity on the part of Sergeant Major Lutzko. Correct.
What do you mean, illicit?
Oh, you know, illegal, wrong, things that would demand a transfer of leadership here into more capable hands. Anything he shouldn't be doing.
How would I know what he should or shouldn't be doing? His smile flashes in and out of existence so quick, you could argue it never happened. In an instant, his officious familiarity vanishes.
How charming. Now, you and your sister can testify to what you know, or we can take this up with General Tillinghast. Your choice.
Doesn't take a genius to figure Lutz goes into something dirtier than his own soot-stained uniform. I share a look with Nellie, whose sparkling eyes are relying on me to navigate us out of these shark-infested waters. Look, pal, we just met the guy. Do whatever you want, it's got nothing to do with us. Now we got business to take care of, so if you don't mind... A sneer paints itself slowly across the officer's mug. If he had an angle, he'd use it. But he doesn't.
Very well. It was a distinct pleasure. Till we meet again.
Oh, thank you, officer. Goodbye.
He peels himself out of our path as slowly and painfully.
Wonder how
as
badly
a
this could go.
bandage on a fresh wound. With a final colorless smile, he turns towards the quartermaster's office. Inside, Lutzko spots him, and the old man's Adam's apple bounces like a kid on a trampoline. Just out of reach.
Oh, this is what I need.
Not while he's here.
I don't think I like that Officer Pitt very much.
That's only because
Hope he
you've
can hear
got
us.
working eyes and ears. Stay away from him, all right?
You don't have to tell me twice.
Still, seems to me we've got options.
We do?
Well, whether we play it the quartermaster's way, or throw him under Pitt's repulsors, you and I still come out with the parts for Alexander and Maria.
I see. But what'll happen to the scrapyard if the quartermaster's arrested by White Street Intelligence?
You never know. Lutzko seems all right, but
I
he's
can't
not exactly
believe I've
running a
been
tight
subbed
ship
for
here.
26
With someone
months.
like Pitt in charge, the Aetheniers might get more reliable supplies.
But then the restrictions imposed on them may get even worse. Boy, there aren't any easy answers in
thank
the
you.
waters, are there?
You catch on fast for an academic.
Gia, the water filtration pieces we need, where do they originate from?
Well, White Street reuses whatever they can.
Oh, of course. Well, then it's simple, isn't it?
I must be giving her a real scorcher of a look. You're suggesting we raid a cargo shipment. You're suggesting we steal something?
Well, it's a solution, isn't it? I'm trying to get into the lower spirit.
The embarrassment and excitement fighting for real estate on her face have me this close to throwing an arm around her shoulders and tussling her hair. Let's go, Principessa.
Must steal. I agree. But how?
Just out of...
There's a threat level on all of these, and it's not a good one. Here we can upgrade our car if I had money.
I'm not sure they'll be familiar with that sort of terminology,
You mean like mechanical or fancy carbon type?
This
Ain't
kid looks
seen
tough.
none today, but Spunky found a whole box of rubber flanges yesterday. No cracks or nothing. You want it? You gotta pay.
You ain't authorized to be here.
It's just near impossible. I guess I have no choice. And I imagine if I fail this, I'll be in trouble.
had enough. All of yous clear out.
I got lots of money.
The busted chunk of an island's underside rusts in the sun, laying precariously on a crushed tenement building.
Oh, this is perfect! See that? If that old Aether repulsor's not damaged, the parts could easily be repurposed for water filtration.
Once we're parked, she runs off and gets to work, untangling pieces of equipment, reaching up on her tippy toes to pull down bundles of wire.
Well, start over there with the equalizer piping.
Damned if I know what equalizer piping is, but I follow her finger and start pulling at some ceramic hose. Her approving nod tells me I'm on the right track, and after a few minutes of work, she turns to me and grins. We load up our scrap and head out. There's no mistaking the throaty grumble of a scrapper rig on the prowl, all sizzling oil and sparking ozone.
Couple of floaters all alone, eh? Easy pickings.
Bottom feeder has appeared.
Hey, we staked our claim on this scrap.
Too bad. Finders keepers, pal.
Imagine saying nothing when you can say finders keepers to somebody. Everyone always enjoys hearing those words. Okay, they're telling me again about the dynamic pain of the road here. There's a big... Okay. This is rocks coming down. Now we can ram him into that. I'll try to leave the civilians alone this time. I kind of wasn't paying attention to that last time. Let's get this guy shoved over. That's all I've got. Man, this road is dangerous, huh? What's this dude doing? It's an instant death lane. I don't know what the intelligence officer's doing. Stay away from him for now. He is after me, it looks like. Oof. Well, he messed up. A little bit. Yeah, I'm out of energy. Oof. I'm taking the hits, man.
You all right?
Yes, I'm okay. Thank you. You really You grew up with those people?
A different time, kid. A different life.
Victory. Ooh, we get some stuff. Reroll a failed enforcer check. Is that just automatic if I have it? Okay. Car's looking fantastic.
This is the closest to the burrows I've been in years. If I look off the edge, I might even be able to see where I was born. I keep my distance.
Gia, what's that?
She points out the passenger window at the dark shape of a scrapper clunker, its burnished surface glinting as it swoops down to intercept us. Its markings, from grease-splashed like war paint across the hood to the scars and gouges of previous fights, suggest a high rank. That is who we're here to find. As the car pulls up alongside us, an even and untroubled voice squawks out at us.
Hello there. Looking for something, little bird?
He didn't open the dialogue by opening fire, so I take that as an encouraging sign. Nellie's looking at me expectantly. I better choose my words carefully as we pull over. How are things groundside these days?
Same as always.
The bitterness
How's
in
the
his
weather,
voice
man?
betrays no lie. The burrows are still the same as I left them. Hot in the daytime, freezing at night. Some things never change. I still hang my boots out the window at night.
You really are Burroughs' kid.
The scrapper and I share a sharp-toothed grin, and I savor the puzzled look on Nellie's face. You familiar with White Street's quartermaster?
Lutzko. Sure. He's the only man who puts food on my table.
The scrapper leans out his window and proffers a folded piece of paper. I can see the quartermaster's stamp even before I grab it. It's a personal letter, promising pay for extra security for the Lutzko's goods as they travel the beanstalk. That's quite the arrangement you've got yourself. Wish my family'd been that lucky.
You from the Burroughs?
Siltside, long time ago.
Siltside? Couldn't be. No.
Who says I'm in one piece? The roll
One
and
piece.
rumble of his laugh matches the cadence of his engine. Mind if I keep this? Could come in handy.
Sure, I've got more at home. The man loves his correspondence.
I'm not here to steal from anybody. I'll pay for what I claim. I'm looking for water filter parts. Got any on you?
Matter of fact, I do have something that might work in a pinch.
Fight him for no reason.
Guess we go our separate ways then.
Fine by me. You be careful out there.
His engine roars as he peels away, and I hear Nellie exhale next to me.
I don't think Mr. Quartermaster is going to be happy with us.
Can't please everyone, kid.
Surprise encounter.
When we pull up to the quartermaster's office, there's a troop of secret police attending Lutzko and Pitt inside. Neither one looks pleased to be sharing the same air with the other.
I suppose this is what they call the moment of truth?
You suppose right. She looks surprised, as though she didn't expect me to source an opinion. You want to learn how things work in the lowers, Doctor? There's the tough choice and the tougher choice. So choose.
Well, as I said, I'm not exactly well-versed in White Street military politics, and I've only gathered minimal data on the relevant parties so far. There are other considerations, too, like...
No, you're overthinking it. What does your gut tell you?
Risk our lives.
It tells me we should help the quartermaster. Even if times are tough for Alexander and Maria, I can't see them improving if that pitman takes control here.
She's not wrong. But she doesn't know the kind of suffering a man like Lutzko can cause, even if he means well. She's never lived a life where you can happily choose a pit, knowing at least there'll be food on your table. No easy way out. There never is. I open the door to the office, and the Whitecaps look up expectantly.
Ladies, you're back. I was just...
Ah, the Randazzo sisters. How very good to see you again.
Man, that heat is really killing me here.
Sorry, fellas, but we couldn't dig up anything useful. Afraid we wasted your time. Just wanted to come by and apologize before we head out. Intelligence Officer Pitt regards us as one might the brown patch on their recently chomped apple.
I see. Well, that about wraps it up then.
Then suddenly, he's all smiles, acting for all the world as though we're just finishing a convivial tea luncheon. His tone is the only thing that's pleasant about him as he leans in.
If we meet again, Miss Randazzo, our conversation won't be nearly as pleasant as today's.
He gestures to his goon squad and they tromp out. Lutzko wipes his brow. We bought the old soldier some breathing room, for all the good it'll do. But we're also on Pitt's blacklist. We'll have to watch our backs in this barony from now on.
Great. Why'd you give him your real name? I'm sure it's fine.
Once Pitt and his pal are gone, Lutzko shuffles towards me and Nell.
I don't know what to say. You ladies saved my skin today.
Oh, it was our pleasure, sir.
The kid's sincerity flatters him, and some color comes back into his cheeks. I lean into his space. That it was, sir. And we couldn't possibly accept any generous tokens of your gratitude. Recognition flashes in his eyes. To his credit, the old...
No, I insist. Listen, you ever need anything, you just let your old quartermaster know. I got plenty of stuff you'd find use for.
Our crate of cigars. Don't mind if I do.
Well, like I said, busy day. Thanks again, ladies.
White Street's scrapyard monarch scurries away with all the decorum of a
See you soon.
Yeah, I understand what the repair kits are for. I'm not sure about the rest of this. This item is illegal to hold. Well, that's great. This one maybe is? I'm not sure. It's not listed as contraband like this one is. There's a couple items you can use to re-roll. A sludge thrower. I'm not sure that I need anything at the moment.
Gia, things got a bit hot back there, didn't they? I think we should visit that safe house Maria told us about.
She's nervous and she doesn't know what to expect next. That doesn't make her wrong, though.
This is the place?
The Ritz has been referenced. Man, 10 roll.
Is it safe now? Can we leave?
Our heat is gone. So that can just be eliminated pretty quickly. Oh, I hope my cigars don't count.
Open the gate. This one is free to pass.
Love to see it. So this game has permadeath and no save scumming as features. Like, I wonder what kind of story you could end up with. Seems like you can go pretty deep in the wrong direction if you're messing around.
Somehow, the place looks even rougher than it did only a few hours ago. Alexander and Maria catch sight of us and head over, dropping the goggles from their stained faces and treating us to some weak but earnest smiles.
You're back. Do you have what we asked for?
I'm happy to say we were able to retrieve some excellent parts for you. Here you are.
The kid magnanimously hands over the scrap, with all the pomp of a mayor handing out the key to the city. I can do you one better. I hand over the extra parts we managed to scrounge up. Maria accepts them graciously, and Alexander puts a hand on my shoulder. His dirty cheeks are already lined where he's been crying.
I can't tell you what this means. Things have been hard. Our nephew,
His words freeze in his throat, and Maria puts a consoling arm around him.
Thank you, Gia.
And our deal?
We're true to our word. Poppers spotted a car matching your description by Hero's Arch, past the commercial district at the island's edge. It should still be there. I should tell you, though.
A car.
All right. Thank you. Next to me, the kid is wilted like a balloon with all the air let out. Her pretty little life in the Heights hasn't prepared her for this. She's had a double shot of reality, with no chaser.
Here, we want you to have this. It's not much.
Another crate of cigars?
You really stuck out your necks for us.
Thank you. And good luck.
To you as well.
He bites
Hey, I can buy cigars with that.
Tight-lipped, but his eyes say it all. Usable scrap wasn't all we gave them today. We reminded him that not all outsiders are pinstriped jackals with a pen in their hand and gold in their smile.
Where's my car? Acquire car. Oh no, I've been encountered.
Don't play coy, miss. I just saw you toss something out of your vehicle. Was that a cigarette butt? Contraband? You'll have to pay the fine on this here ticket or we'll have a problem.
Wow. Crushed.
What? I'm not sure I like what you're suggesting, miss.
Wow. 97% out of control.
Actually, you know, never mind. You're pretty sharp, and you're not wrong. That's plenty fair. Sorry about the stop, miss.
Oh yeah, wasted. And back to stealing my car back.
My whole livelihood sits there abandoned, abused, and torched beyond recognition, kept company only by effigies to the long dead. The smell of my burnt future still lingers in
Is
the
that
cold
good?
air.
Oh, Gia, your car. I'm so sorry. This is all my fault.
The vandal who took my car apart was more butcher than surgeon, ripping out the hidden compartments and leaving a gaping hole where Nellie's briefcase had been stored. Kid. She runs forward, hoping that every desperate scavenger in a 5-mile radius had somehow missed the briefcase. They hadn't.
No.
I suddenly feel like I'm outside my own body, looking down from above at this odd, tawdry sight. A scientist and a smuggler, hunched over the gutted corpse of a flashy import roadster. Ain't a comic panel been printed with a scene as strange as this. I nudge Nellie, motioning for her to follow me towards the edge of the island overlooking the lowers.
Oh, good luck. Oh, man. Can I fix this? Only if I drop one of those, I guess. Can't afford this. I ain't got no space. Like we can leave it here and come back later.
She somberly shuffles over before taking a seat next to me.
I thought it'd be beautiful up close.
Huh?
The well. I've seen it so many times from the Institute, obviously, but I thought when I came down in person, I don't know. I guess I expected something different.
In the lowers, kid, things rarely go the way you expect. We gaze out at that hateful storm cloud, and I realize I do see a sort of severe, intense beauty in it. Like the ocean, maybe. Or what I imagine the ocean is like up close. What is it, anyway?
The well? It's a unique gravitational phenomenon. I theorize it's a byproduct of excessive industrial aether production.
So what is a black hole?
But the data is still unclear.
Punishment for our sins?
Last week, I would have scoffed at that. Today, I don't even know what I know anymore. Maybe it is.
Look, you can't carry the world on your shoulders, kid. We do what we can. She turns to me, confused. I reach into a deep coat pocket and my Zio taught me. When days were bad, or boring, or too hot, or too cold, or too anything, we'd throw stones together. The shard arcs into the air with hope, but plummets into a heavy descent. Nellie stifles a soft laugh. Small as it is, the gray skies over White Street seem grateful for that little spark of joy. The shard plummets again. I'll run out of things to skip at this rate. Gotta wait for the gust of wind.
I need to actually wait for the gust of wind.
The shard catches the wind and flies into the sky before disappearing into the noise of the city. Nellie's eyes brighten. Nellie takes a few stones from my hand, giving them a clinical eye. She turns over her stone, memorizing every bump and ridge before tossing it into the draft. It isn't much of a throw, but I have to hand it to the kid. She times it perfectly, and that stone flies better than any bird.
Well, what do you know? I do feel a bit better.
See? Nice.
Thanks. Not that difficult.
All right, easy there. You ain't pitching for the Metro Maniacs. We sit in silence a little. What's so special about that briefcase of yours?
It's gone.
I've been tracking the growth patterns of the well for some time. Recently, the etheric charge in the storm band spiked. Something recently made the well stronger. Much stronger. If I can stop that, I might be able to stop the well from consuming the lowers altogether.
You're serious, aren't you? You really think you can fix it?
Yes, but without my notes, I'll have to start again.
Well, that settles it. We're not done yet, kid. Those notes of yours, pretty sure they were taken. And I'm not going to soil my reputation by losing a client's property.
Oh, you mean it, Gia? That's wonderful news. Thank you, but we need something better than Clunker. She's going to help us save the lowers. She needs a real name.
She does look like a block of cheese. Or a sponge. I can see her gears spinning up again. And I decide to let her run. We could both use the distraction.
I'll take Zapper.
There was this minor character in Pirates. Not a great comic. But he drove a beat-up car called the Zapper.
The Zapper? That makes us comic book heroes. Am I the sidekick? Or maybe you're my sidekick.
As we stand under the gloom of the well, the world somehow manages to look just a tiny bit brighter.
I think your uncle was right earlier. The wind skipping did help.
Trying out a little Italian? Will work.
But you call me that. I should be able to call you something.
I've already got a name, kid. But let me know if you think of anything.
Oh, time to report that our car
Let's
is
head
smashed to
home,
little bits. But we have some cigars. How do I get to Clear Island? What's this? We've been jumped.
I've been awful rude. Never introduced myself. Name's Tobias Dufresne.
Didn't ask Slim.
Be glad to oblige, Missy. But I'm being paid handsomely to bring you back home to Olympus Park. And I aim to earn my pay. Come along now.
You there! This area is off limits to civilians. Disperse immediately!
You'd like that, wouldn't you? Precious to you, was it? I expect little miss was hoping to get her papers back, too. Don't worry, darling. They're in good hands.
Wait, my research? Give it back! And that's doctor to you.
Apologies. But if you won't come quietly, well...
I said disperse!
It's the fuzz. Road gaps can be jumped to reach the other side. Moving between roads, a lot of action points. Wow. I can't hit him at all from where he's at. He won't be able to get me though. Can I look at his AP? Wonder how much he has. 13. And he gains some for like missing health. Hey, that's not my fault. Civilian got hit with some rubbish from the road here. Yuck. Yuck. He's in like the worst places again. If he wants to hit me, he'll have to stand in there. Didn't go for it. Looks like he's given up.
That's it. You're under arrest by order of General Tillinghast.
Damn it, soldier boy! Get out of my way!
Okay. Well, good luck with those guys.
You ain't seen the last of me, you hear? I'm coming for you, Miss Doctor!
It seems like he isn't, though, right? Seems like he's in trouble. Anyway, we got some stuff. We got room for it, though. Really don't. What do I do with the storage limitations here? Maybe I could have done something about that when I wasn't paying attention to the shops. But we can put it in the stash.
I better let Cress know what happened to the Chimera. Cress greets us, shoulders square, arms crossed, a woman bracing for impact. She must have figured something was wrong when I didn't pull up with our baby.
You find her?
She was gutted. Nothing left to salvage. Expecting the hit doesn't make it hurt any less. Her shoulders fall.
It was awful. Ugh, she was an incredible machine. I've been in Heights cars with brace staplers that weren't as well optimized.
Is this that ray of sunshine that's been following you around?
Yes, hello! I'm Nellie. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. I've heard so much about you. All good things, of course.
Oh, so Gia's been lying.
But Gia didn't say you were a mechanic. I thought Lowers Islands didn't allow their Aethaniers to work on the surface. Or is that how it works in the hull?
The kid's stepping into a minefield. Cress talks as much about her personal life as she talks Bavarian politics. Hey, Nellie, throttle back on the personal questions, huh?
When was I... Oh, I'm so sorry. Today is my first time meeting an Aethanier.
You were, but at least you didn't say rat.
The kid looks on like she's ready to start taking notes.
The hole's not like other islands. No free homes, no rats under contract. You need a generator looked at, you pay me like anyone else.
Don't worry, I won't be a bother. I'm certain I can find my way around a generator. Oh, but I hope it won't be any trouble to ask about the output capacity. I can pay you a consultation fee once I have the funds. Unless you accept coffee?
Stick around a month. I'll think about it. And I take cash.
Cress is playing it softer than I expected with the kid. The first day I walked in here, I was lucky to get away with my jaw intact.
So, the Chimera's gone. Looks like you're stuck with that bucket of bolts.
Sapper is not a bucket of bolts. She's a ride for heroes. All she
That's
needs
right.
is something to maximize
Has
her
no room for any
acceleration output.
upgrades.
You named her. You gonna get attached to every lost cause you come across now?
If they're gonna call us pirates, might as well christen our little sloop to match, huh?
Yeah. Anyway, all that hunk of yours really needs is a tune-up, a fresh set of repulsors, and restitching of the upholstery.
At a minimum. And she's not the only one who needs to get back in real fighting shape, Cress. My rep's in the gutter, and I need cash.
Okay. What exactly are you looking for?
Just got a whole bunch of stuff, and I have like, yeah, a couple levels of perks. What is this? Deal damage to a vehicle. This is the one I was looking at that sounded incredible. Yoink. -5 AP on light weapons attacks. That sounds great too. We're going all the way on Smooth Talker. Let's see what happens.
Got anything for a little more protection?
The chassis is shot to hell. You're gonna want some serious armor plating to reinforce it. I'm out of anything at the level you're asking for, but if you bring me the plates, I'll get them set up for you.
Think Tiana has anything?
If you're willing to pay an arm and a leg.
Fair enough. I'll stop by Pier 6. You happen to know of any jobs?
I got something, but it doesn't pay much. More of a personal matter.
No, Needles is off the table.
Needles?
He's nobody. Just another smuggler I used to work with.
Just another smuggler who owes you big? He recently set up shop in the Raymond district. Not struggling for work either.
I haven't seen Needles since Zio died. But Cress is right. I need the money.
Needles sounds reliable.
You said you had a job?
Yeah, but first, tell your client to go bother someone else.
Oh, no problem.
I heard about what you did for the Aether rats in White Street. Thanks.
An Aether's money is as green as anyone else's.
So, you wouldn't say no to another job for them?
Depends. You said yourself the pay's nothing to write home about.
We got some scratch saved up. Our sponsor's covering the rest. They're good for it. I'll vouch.
Okay.
I need a getaway driver. We're breaking rats out of the tomb.
If Cress is trying to make a joke, it's a poor effort. No one escapes that upside-down prison. Not alive, anyway. At best, you
Take
get
the
to
job,
enjoy
no questions
10
asked.
seconds of freedom before you give the Earth a goodbye kiss. No one escapes the tomb, Cress.
Maybe Eli shouldn't have locked up the same people who keep him afloat. My people have a way into the garbage system, and the trash chutes that lead outside.
And
we're going to take out the trash.
Barons usually leave rats to the terriers.
He's a paranoid tyrant.
I just want to know what sort of people we're helping.
Good people. There was a wasting outbreak in White Street. Rats thought it had something to do with the water shortage. Eli didn't like them talking, so he put them where no one could hear them.
So, what's my part in this? I've seen you steer out of gravity slips like it's nothing.
It's a two-person job. I'll drive the barge there, but I need someone to keep unwanted eyes off us along the way.
Who's this mysterious sponsor of yours?
Gia. If I could tell you, I would.
Come on. Anyone with the cash to spring a bunch of Aether convicts out of the tomb is blowing that money on diamond jewelry and nightclub tabs. You really want me to believe this is a charity case?
I don't care what you believe. The money's good.
I knew from her blue-hot glare I'd pushed her as far as she would go. Okay, Cress. I'm with you.
Good. Only certain barges with military clearance are allowed near the tomb. I got one lined up. Let's meet there first.
What'd I fill this one for? Wonder why I can check. I guess I had to do it before this.
The tomb's crawling with whitecaps.
That's where you come in. I need someone who can get physical when the time calls for it.
Like old times.
Yeah, well, I've been busy, and let's make sure this job goes better.
I wonder if we can use their socials instead of mine when we need that tree. 5 talent points. This is what that one guy had. On. Gain 2 AP for every 3 missing. Counter ram. More ramming. They're not even allowed to have the other tree. Swap places with any vehicle. Their status effects. This HP with taunt sounds good. Let's do this tree though. Multi-ram. Is there any reason to use the pistols over this? Better range. Plus AP cost. The damage is smaller, and I think that matters because we can't attack that many times. Cool. Gotta repair. Yeah, let's paint this thing too. Something goofy. Looking forward to unlocking more colors. I think we can probably sell some of this stuff. I feel like I should take it with me. Especially the repair kits. Okay.
Tiana, my black market fence, is as sharp as they come. From the cut of her cashmere jacket to the razor line of her jaw, When I walk in, she pulls the nib of her fountain pen away from an account ledger like an assassin retrieving a dagger, and honors me with an inscrutable smile. Tiana?
Giovanna, how's business?
Can't complain. That's a lie. I could, but I won't.
This is why I like you Italians. Always with your heart on your sleeve. You know, a short swim across the Adriatic, and we might have been sisters.
I like to think of us that way. Which is why you're going to help me patch up my new car with some better defenses.
Am I now?
Well, I know you're dying to tell me what happened to that artist of yours. Might even stick around to do your braids, if you're nice.
Oh, how tempting. But I think I'd rather if you owed me a favor.
Uh-huh.
What the kind you're good at?
Her long fingers reach into a hidden pocket and retrieve a photograph with a slip of paper.
This is Saoirse Byrne. But don't call her that unless you want to lose an ear. To the lowers, she's Bangor. Nasty little thing from Northern Ireland. Leads a street gang called the Madrigals.
A real charmer.
You're to intercept a cargo train carrying crates of weapons through White Street. You will bring those weapons to Bangor. Collect the money I'm owed, and I will be happy to source you some steel.
Hey, sounds good. Hey, thanks for the sub too.
This Bangor dame sounds like a real piece of work.
They say she survived the wasting as a child by catching and eating animals.
So she's tough.
She is dangerous, and she is always hungry.
Yeah, all right.
Excellent. Be sure to bring along that little
Why?
scientist friend of yours.
What? Why?
Indulge me.
And if I say no?
Ha! Come. I need this done correctly. And you, Giovanna, need the money. Bring the girl.
I like this about as much as a kick in the teeth. Fine. Fine. If her eyes are lidded with shadow as she...
What's your store doing? Would you like to buy this? Oh boy. Finally ditched that junk. I don't think I care about these either. We get half value on the things we sell, it seems like. Reroll a failed check sounds so good. I am wondering if we could just do it as much as we want, or if it's a one-time thing. It seems like it's not a one-time thing. But it's also like not very expensive. Cool. Well, this demo's out there. I don't know how long the demo is, but if it's this one, there's a lot of demo here to try. I'm looking at their features here. I haven't played enough like narrative driven games. But there's some big names on this project. It seems like they are suggesting that the path you choose in levels and choices and what roles you make will change what happens. And this one's due 2026. Don't have any price or anything like that. But I appreciate them reaching out to me for an opportunity to play it. I'll come back to it when it's out. Or, I mean, maybe. It seems like I still have some to go in this. And they got all like a lot of autosaves. That'll do for me. Thanks for joining me, everybody. It looks like Cybershell is playing a corruption shuffler where the game gets more messed up the more rings he collects. I'm interested in seeing that. Let's go there. Have a good one.